And it looks like we are live. Let's start off with a little song by Ralph Mucci. It was a very good year. Get my coffee ready. I'll be on in a minute, guys. Setting up, setting up. Anybody around today? What a song, what a song. Ay, 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 what a jam this is, huh? Pour my coffee, get ready for you guys. Hope everybody's having a blessed morning. You know, not sure how many people will end up in here. But take what we get. First, I pour my coffee because when I pour my coffee on the screen, it makes it jump. I don't know why. Wow. Anybody around today? Just me and you, Bum Funk. Bum Funk, what a name that is. Love it. Guys got some great names. 9 p.m. Mod on. It's the end of your day and the start of hours over here in the U.S. That's crazy. Variation, 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 you know? Bonk Funk MC. You don't smoke anymore? Great jam. Great, great song. Yeah, man. It's tomorrow where you are, huh? A day ahead. Holy shit, that's crazy. A day ahead of the U.S. So you're you're tonight already. You're tonight already out there. That is really crazy. Let me fix this camera. I just try to get this thing right. I got this little tablet. I just try to get it right. Good morning. Good morning, Steve. I don't know who we're going to get in here, how many people this morning, but hey, be that as it may, salute to a new day. Or the end of a day for Bonk Funk, where it's 9 p.m. right now. Well, it's 7 a.m. in North Jersey. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is well this morning. Man, a lot of news this morning. It's crazy. It is crazy. Our brains get consumed. As soon as we open our eyes, we're consumed with information, thoughts, issues, situation. Typically, that brain starts working when you wake up, and it just starts going. Good morning, TT. A lot of things happen when you wake up, so you can determine what kind of person you are, what your thoughts are when you wake up. Well, number one, the person you first think of when you wake up is the most important in your life at that moment. That doesn't mean a lover, a spouse, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever it might be. It's just that person is fresh in your brain, and they may be going through a time, positive or negative, but something made you think of that person when you woke up. So the person that you thought of when you woke up first has obviously gotten your attention for some reason, good or bad, There's always a first person. Now, my first thing obviously is coffee, number one. Let me see. I don't watch the news. I catch the I don't watch the news very much. Good morning, Ed. I don't watch the news very much. I do put on the news for a minute, traffic and weather together, and then I move about my business. Yeah, TT, me too. I'm waiting for her to text me. She texts me when she wakes up, and she didn't wake up yet, and So yeah, so that's how things go, Good morning, Nancy. So that's how things go. You wake up, your first thought, or the person. Yeah, I don't watch the news either. I go right to music. I get traffic and weather, 4:00. I get my traffic and weather. I start my work. I start working around 4:05. And then I put on Pandora and I listen to music. And I start working and I get ready to hit the road. But I do that right away. So the first person you think of, obviously, is in your brain and has attention. And that could be, again, positive and negative. It could be a lot of different things. But the best thing, the content of a character, or I don't know how I should say that. How do you say that? The best individuals wake up thinking about others, not what's good for me today. The best individuals amongst the population wake up and think about others, not themselves. And that's difficult. Most people are, it's not selfish, but most people are thinking about themselves before anybody else. Many people, not most. I tend to not think about me when I wake up. That's just me. That doesn't make me, the trendsetter or the standard setter or whatever. I just think about others first. And, it can be a good thing or a bad thing. Be that as it may, the news this morning is off the wall. Now, I'm not talking about the bad news and all the shit that's going on in the world, but a crazy thing happened around my way today. Well, not really in my neighborhood. 19th Street in Newark. It's miles away, but the next town over. You think about what needs to be done. Bong Funk, perfect. 740. Wow, Patricia. Really? 740? Holy shit. Gerard, good morning. Gerard is a good example because when I say it's a nice quality to think about others before yourself. So I know Gerard likes Fly Me to the Moon. So I had to end that show, being that Gerard was in the chat last night. I ended my show last night with Fly Me to the Moon. Hopefully I made his night. Think about others. It's so satisfying. It really does feel good when you think about others. It's It's hard to do. Not many people are built that way, but think about it. It's a good quality to have. And you will feel much better when you think about others. I know you have to focus on yourself and your own things and all that other stuff, but it's really, really good. It feels good, actually. When I played that song last night, I felt good for Gerard. When I played "Fly Me to the Moon," it just felt good. So that's how I left you guys in the chat last night, and he started his night that way. Andrea. I see all you guys. I don't want to spend time dwelling on it, but I gotta give you guys, Gerard, Titi, Patricia, Andrea. Bong Funk was the first one in here. Titi, my underboss. Steven, always reaching out, saying hello, good morning. We chat in the text line. I think that's the text line. Me and Steven text in the chat line. Chat in the text line. Nancy has entered the building. ALV has stopped by. And we got a nice little morning crew this morning. And that's all I want. That's all I need. 25th. Wow, I just hit my 25th. The same here, Aunt. I just hit my 25th. That's very nice. Me too, Andrea. I hit my 25 years this year. Oh, yeah, that's a good feeling, Patricia. So, and same. See, we have work ethics. Where we come from, the area we come from, Belleville, New Jersey, Belleville, once was called Newark. It branched off in the late 1800s. Newark was very, very, very wide. Everything in this area was considered Newark. And then, I think 1890 something, Belleville branched off from Newark. I actually think it was called Franklin. I think Belleville and Nutley were called Franklin when they dropped off from Belleville, and then they separated to Belleville and Nutley. Oh, me too, Andrea. I love it. I feel as happy as, you better believe it, I feel as happy as the first day I walked in. So the area we come from, Belleville, I think it was Franklin, and I think before that it was all Newark. I think it was Newark all the way up to the Caldwells, apparently. I gotta check on that. This is off the top of my head, based on some history. I speak to people and I talk about all topics. So I may be wrong. I may be right. I don't know. But I think Newark was very, very wide, possibly up to the Caldwells. Then Belleville and Nutley broke off and they called themselves Franklin. And then Nutley and then you ended up with Belleville and Nutley. Yeah, Nancy, both of us, 25 years in our jobs. Good morning, Giuseppe. Buongiorno. Yeah, we both saw where we come from. We have a strong work ethic, and anything that we do, we kind of give 100% to. Me and Anthony are built the same way because of our environment, I believe. Whatever we get, we're going to go for it and give it our all, unless we're miserable. Short of being miserable, we're going to give it everything we got. Now, in the beginning, Anthony went a different way than I went. More coffee. As young individuals, we had a variety of, how do you say this? We had a huge variety of people. Yeah, I know. Where we're from, we had a variety of people. Some of us went in one direction. Some of us went in another direction. I'm not going to get into all the variables. Anthony went on to be a lawyer. I went on to need a lawyer. Hey, how's that? Anthony went on to be a lawyer. I went on to needing a lawyer. I guess you could read all between the lines with that stuff. So, 16 people having coffee. A handful in the chat. A couple of onlookers that say, how can I not watch? But they watch. You are a view, and I appreciate you. Awesome stuff. There are people that are watching that shouldn't be watching. You shouldn't be watching, Tommy, right now. But you are. You're here, and you're more than welcome to be here. It's all positive. And and you went on to be a lawyer. I went on to need a lawyer. Hey, we keep it how it is. And whatever we were doing, we gave it our all, right? Whatever we were doing, you went on to be a lawyer. I went on to need a lawyer. Based on news reports, I went on and I was giving it 100%. I put all my work ethic into it, right? No, I put a little creamer in there. Wow. Hey, Nancy, feel it out. You got to feel it out. So based on news reports, I gave 100% to what I was doing. And based on your life and where you are right now, you gave it 100% to what you were doing. That's a whole story, and we could have a whole show just on that. Good stuff, man. Wow. How am I getting these subs? Where are they coming from? Why? How are they even finding my channel? 740? You serious? That's crazy. It's not a big number in the YouTube world, but for me, this little channel that we don't talk about much, we talk about this, that, the other thing, Okay, a couple of topics this morning. I want to jump into our I want to jump into what's in the description, and that is how do families or cooperators cope with life, or how it is when how your families react, or the impact on a family when somebody cooperates with the government. Good morning, G. But I want to touch on a couple things. Crazy, bizarre story by me last night. Not by me, the next town over, Newark. Newark's a mile away, maybe, I don't know, a mile and a half away. Well, Belleville is 3 square miles. Belleville is 3 square miles. So it's 1.5 miles. I'm close to the border of Belleville and Nutley. And then it's another 1.5 miles, and then I'm in Newark, right? Okay, here. 2 stories from Newark yesterday. A crazy one last night on 19th Street. That's the south end of Newark. That's not our side. We're in North Newark on the south end, South 19th Street. This guy was having a dream that his house was on fire, and he jumped out of the 2nd story window in a dream. In a dream. Yeah, it was fantastic, Andrea. His channel's going to take over everything, Andrea. Yeah, South 19th. So the guy had a dream. His house was on fire. He jumped out of the 2nd story window. Fucking bizarre, man. He'll be okay. He's surviving, but he jumped from the 2nd story because he thought the fire was behind him, and he was in a dream. He must have talked about fire during the day. Something must have happened, because a lot of times when we dream, it's based on what we are going through or what happened that day. That's typically where our dreams come from. So I don't dream very much. So no, Patricia. In his dream, he was literally just having a dream. He wasn't, and she was just, a regular guy. They said he said nothing suspicious. He was able to tell them he had a dream, and he jumped out of the window on the 2nd floor. What the fuck? Can you imagine it? Okay, that's the number 1 thing. Number 2, there's traffic everywhere in my area because the George Washington Bridge. Can you imagine this, how the traffic comes back to Belleville and Nutley? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The George Washington Bridge has construction on the upper level right now. Right now, in the middle of the week, they're doing construction at rush hour. That sends the whole area into a tailspin. So right now, traffic on the upper level of the George Washington. Many of you are not from this area, the tri-state area, or, close to Manhattan. But right now there is traffic on the George Washington Bridge upper level, and it's causing traffic everywhere. It's fucking crazy. That's 2 stories. Number 3, Branchbrook Park yesterday. Branchbrook Park Drive right off of Bloomfield Avenue. The Bloomfield Avenue overpass, It's got to be 20 feet from the ground. This guy tries to off himself on the Branch Brook Bridge. It's 20 feet. What the fuck? Did you really mean to off yourself? I mean, were you really trying to take yourself out, jumping from that bridge? What the fuck? He jumped, he landed on his head, and now he's still alive. He tried to off himself. Bloomfield passes Branch. Yeah, Bloomfield, yes. How far is Belleville from New York? 7 minutes. I could reach the tip of the city in 7 minutes, Bonk Funk. I'm 17 minutes from my friend on 25th and 8th. That takes me 17 minutes to get to 25th and 8th. 20 feet. No. That's the other one. 20 feet. He wanted to off himself and he jumped 20 feet. What the fuck? Yeah, it's Essex County. Yeah. Right there. Right by the Steve Adubato Senior Center. You know where the Lions are, Ant? By Prudential the concert center in the park? Right there, right? That bridge. I'm in Essex County, New York. Oh, wow. I'm in Essex County, New Jersey. John Wolf has entered the building. Primo, hello. I don't want to not entertain the chat, but that's the situation there. John Wolf, yep. Somebody wrote about Lee Cole's show last night. Lee Cole's Lee Cole's going to be on top of the world in that genre. He's going to go to a different level. He's not going to be in the mop tube thing anymore. He's going to move up to J.R. Rogers and Jeff Nadeau, those numbers. He's going to jump. Lee Cole's soaring. He's soaring. He's got the right cocktail now. He knows exactly what to do, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, he jumped off that. Okay, let's go into this topic here. 24 watching, 740 subs. Weather's going to be hot. It's a hot summer day around the way. Essex County, New Jersey. This is hot town, summer in the city. These are those days where we used to open the fire hydrant. Ralphie's working probably already. Ralphie's probably working. We used to put the sprinkler outside. We used to go to the friendly house to go in the pool. Not many will know what that means. And then the firemen used to give us an adapter for our fire hydrant on my corner. We had a fire hydrant on the corner. And if you opened it up, you had full water pressure coming out, which is bad because. So the fire department used to bring us like an adapter. It went on the fire. What do you call that? The fire thing, you know. It went on the thing. What's the thing? Fire what? The fire what? The fire thing. What's it called? Oh, wow. Wow, interesting. Wait, Ralph, you here? Oh, Ralph is here. What is it called? The fire what? Fire hydrant. Okay. So we used to take off the fire hydrant on Baldwin Place, which was the street I lived on. And the fireman used to give us an adapter, and it made it into a nice sprinkler. Oh, okay. It made it into a nice sprinkler. So anyway, we got a hot day coming up. I don't associate with anybody. These are not my friends. Because I know when to and when not to, Jim. Good morning. Hope you're having a blessed morning. I go into chats when I feel that they are on the right, when I feel the chat is the way I want it to go. When the chat gets into drama and nonsense and negativity, anybody that knows me on here knows I back out. I'm not a friend of Tony Pizza. I'm not a friend of anybody on here. We're all acquaintances doing our own thing, and I go into all these chats when I feel it's okay to. When they're talking about shit like that, you'll never see me doing it. Watch me. If you're watching closely, you'll be able to watch how I navigate through all of these things. I go into FBS, I go into Angel, I go into Lee Cole, I go into Tony Pizza if I feel like it. I know how to navigate this thing. You guys, most that know me know. You guys see me in the chat, and you know when I back out and when I'm in there, and I'll tell them exactly how I feel, not in an ignorant way, and not a criticism. Hold on, guys, hold on. Yo, what's up, my man? What's going on? I'm not sure of the date. We'll have to check that and give you the information in the meeting. Yeah. Sorry, guys, had to take a call. Yeah, so I go in and out of right, exactly. I go in and out of. Let's not ask such questions at coffee. What question? Where? I know how to navigate in a mob tube. John Wolf, you see me how I go. No, we're good. Gerard, this is not so bad. That's not so bad. Thank you, Giuseppe. No, listen, guys, if you've been with me a while and you have watched me navigate, that's a valid question, Gerard, from one of my subscribers. It's all good. We somehow off. I know, Mustache Pete. Listen, you guys know me here. Gerard, it's not an invalid question for someone to ask me why I go into Tony Pizza's chat, because I'll go into any chat that I want to go into. But when the topic is so bad and I don't like the flow or the vibe, I don't go in. I know when to go into every chat. Am I a huge fan of FBS? I'm not 100% huge fan of FBS. Do I go into his chat when I feel it right? I do. Am I a huge fan of Angel? I can't say I am or I'm not. Respect all of them and go into the chat when I feel it necessary. When there's drama involved, you'll never see me in there. So I do it how I want to do it. Those that have seen me navigate those chats know exactly how I roll. I'm loyal to, guess who I'm loyal to? My mother. That's it. Everybody else is an acquaintance. And I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So if you find it disturbing that you might see me in Tony Pizza's chat, you know, what can I tell you? This is how I do it. I do it. That's how I do it. Nobody seems to have a problem with me on any side. I'm not on a side. So that's the situation there. Real quick, I want to talk about this. We spend time on chit chat, which is great. That's what coffee is all about, right? Salute to you, my morning crew. Over here, we keep it positive. No issues. No question is off base, Gerard. I'm good with everything. I know how to answer every question. I know how to handle myself. I don't lie. I don't tell stories. I have self-confidence, and I have my answer for everything. No backstepping, no sidestepping. Straight up, you get what you get. All you're going to get from me is honesty, a possible, not opinion, an observation. So all these people are doing their things. If they're making money doing it, beep, bop, bop, whatever they're doing. When they talk negative, I'm out. Everybody knows that. All right, Ralphie. I'm banging off. I got 5 minutes left here. Okay, I gotta jump into my topic, guys. Which I love this chat, but I don't want to come on freestyle, but I do love talking about what we're talking about. Okay. What happens when people cooperate? What happens with their families? Wow. You're being very selfish at times when you are a cooperator, and here's why. You impact many, many, many people when you cooperate. More people than when you're incarcerated. So if you take your medicine and you do your time, Yes, it sucks for everybody around you. Everybody's doing the time. When someone does time, so is their family. People need to understand that. When someone is doing time, their family is also doing time. That's a fact. 100% they're doing the time with you. Now, when somebody cooperates, your children, your family, everybody around you, although you're free, you're never free. You really fucked up many people when you cooperate. You totally twisted their world. It went against all principles. You know these terms like he's a tattletale when we're little kids. She's a tattletale. Don't talk to her. He's a tattletale. Be careful around him. We do that at 6 years old, right? God, when you become a cooperator, ooh, you're really impacting generations of your bloodline. You're fucked. You destroyed your bloodline when you cooperate. Destroyed it. Yes, you're around them. Yes, you're free. Yes, you're enjoying hearing the birds chirp. But you fucked up a lot of people by cooperating. And I see that a lot of people who have cooperated hold a guilty. It pains them to even think of themselves as a cooperator or a rat. It pains them. It affects everybody, Bang Fong. That's 100% correct. So I really wanted to touch base on that. The impact of our actions are great. They are wide, and they are they're negative. I guess it could be negative. So in short, when someone cooperates, you fucked up your whole bloodline for forever. Forever. That's okay if you're okay with that. That's kind of selfish. It's kind of selfish. Because even if it's I'm going to tell you, even if it's your mother, she's going to say, oh, that's my son. Oh my God, that's my dad. Like, it's always going to be there. Always going to think about it. It's bad, man. It's a bad thing to carry for the rest of your life. It really, really is. Now, being in a cage is not fun either. I'm going to tell you straight up. Being in a cage is no fun. But when you're in a cage because you took your medicine for what you did and you kept your mouth shut, yes, you're in a cage. You're not free, but there is somewhat of an honor. It's not a quality of life. It's no good, but there is somewhat of honor. It's it's a very twisted being. It's a very twisted being. It's very, very interesting. So when you cooperate, you fucked up your whole bloodline. You destroyed even your father and your mother. They know you're a rat. Your wife, she knows you're a rat. Your kids, if you can't do it, don't do it. And don't tell me about being brainwashed, because I'm not hearing it, because I came from a neighborhood. Anthony and I are a great example of this. Ant, are you still here? Anthony LaVista, are you still in the building? Anthony must have left. We are a great example of this. We grew up in the same neighborhoods, the same town, the same area. Don't tell me that you're a product of your environment and that it totally consumes you. It's a personal decision that we make as youngsters. It's how your family raises you also. So Anthony Levis and I are a great example. He went on to be a lawyer, and I'll say it 100 times, and me and a few friends of ours went on to needing a lawyer. I'm not going to get into the details, but we got lawyers. We have doctors, surgeons within our group. Within our group, we have guys that did prison time. We have police officers. We have lawyers. We have doctors. We have gangsters. We have guys doing life on the installment plan, and we have guys defending guys that are looking at doing life on the installment plan. It's very interesting. So, number one, you can't say you don't have a choice. Number two, they do not brainwash you. They don't come looking for you to be involved, but they know who, as young kids, are able to partake in that type of life, you know? Exactly, G. So I didn't really entertain the chat, and I'm already at my time limit, but I really wanted to get that out. Our decisions really, really affect us. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Perfect. I know when friends of ours that we grew up with see some of us getting pinched and in the newspaper and they're like, I know the pain. I know Anthony, who chose to go the straight route. When he sees some of our friends in the paper or on the news, I know they go, oh, man, oh, he was a good wrestler. He was a good football player. It bothers us. And I can't say it bothers us, but we go, what the fuck? We go, what the fuck? And I'll tell you this, we also think like this. We know such and such got involved. We know such and such is going to prison, but we know such and such is not going to turn and be a rat. We know that. Right, Ant? We know that. All these guys around from our way that we see getting clipped, getting pinched, all of that, we know in our brain they're not turning state. I know. Of course you feel it because it's us. It's part of us. We grew up with these people. We all grew up together. Oh, Bon Funk, that is great. People that chatter don't matter. The people that matter don't chatter. That's beautifully said. Beautifully said. So I'm not really entertaining the chat as much as I typically do because I really wanted to get that message out. Cooperators, I'll say it 100 times, they mess up their whole family. Now, doing time, I'll say it again, your family and your friends are doing time with you. But you call them, we can email now, Yeah, he's right on point with that. Yep, absolutely, Mustache Pete. So, guys, in short, here's what we got. We got the cooperating situation, how it damages families, and I don't care who it is, your kids can never look at you with trust. Maybe trust, but they're always going to have it in their brain. Even your mother and father, they're going to look at you like, we told him as a kid not to be a tattletale. Now he's here with us, hearing the birds chirp, but at what cost? He threw his honor into the garbage pail and became a cooperator or a rat. That's difficult to live with. So you got the cooperating part, which fucks up your bloodline for generations, forever. You might have a really good reputation in your bloodline, and then you become a rat. You destroy everything. It's unfortunate. Oh, thank you, Mustache Pete. Yeah. Okay, so that's the cooperating one. Then there's the going away one, which is also tough, but you kind of know it when you're doing it. If you're a bookmaker, you kind of know you're going to face 5 years, 3 years, 7 years, whatever it might be. If you're involved in clipping somebody, you're an accessory to murder, you're looking at life. If you went on a job with a gun and you shot somebody, the thought was there, I might have to clip somebody on this take. And you clip somebody, you're an accessory to murder. Accessory to murder is pretty much the same as being the murderer. You're part of it. Even the guy driving in the car is all part of the murder, right? But anyway, so it's very, very difficult. You do know going into it, and don't tell me somebody told you to do it. Because coming from that environment, we do things to get noticed. They don't come looking for us. We do things to get noticed and hopefully move up the ladder in that world. That's just the way it works. I'm speaking somewhat from experience and somewhat from environment. So that's the situation with the cooperating stuff. What else were we talking about today? I don't even know. That was the number one topic. Oh, chats and me. People going into other chats. I do as I want to do. There ain't a soul on here that's going to tell me what chat I can go into. I handle myself well in every chat, every environment, every meeting, every topic, every genre, everything. I know how to handle myself. I know when to be involved. I know when to talk. I know when to back out. That's a life skill. So no one's going to tell me what chat I should go in and not go into. One person gave me the ultimatum. I told you guys that. One person on here gave me an ultimatum. Exactly. Bang Feng, that's perfect. I'm sorry, guys, I didn't really look at the chat as much as I typically do. I always like to work the chat, but we had to get these topics out. Oh my God, that's crazy. Oh my, well, that's the way to do it, Stephen. That's the way to do it. Oh, fuck. That's crazy. It happens. You guys don't know how many people jump from the casino parking decks in Atlantic City down here. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Bingo, Mustache Pete. That's how it goes. That's how you do it. You take, you get into things. Look, real quick. There's different aspects of a criminal organization. If you're a bookmaker, you're going to do time here and there. You're going to do time here. You're getting pinched, no matter what. Hello, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. Right. You know what I mean? You're going to get pinched. There's no doubt about it. Gambling is a pretty bad addiction, yeah. So being a bookmaker, you're going to get pinched. Being a racketeer, there's all different levels of crime, and you got to know what your what your eventual guaranteed pinch and time is going to be, because it's a guarantee. Nobody gets out of this thing. Nobody. So that's the story there, guys. We touched on a few good things this morning. I hope you enjoyed the chat today. We can go on for hours, but it starts to get a little, I don't know. We don't want to lose it. You know what I mean? We don't want to lose the interest. After a half hour, I think we start to lose it. I don't know. We're going to end with a beautiful song by Ralph Mucci rendition of Cycles. Now, you guys can fade out as the music goes. It might not be for everybody. I hope you guys had a really good time this morning. Thank you for getting this sub level up. I really appreciate you guys. I hope this is something that you enjoy. If you do, spread the word, man. 7 o'clock. Primo. Wow. I'm really happy that you guys enjoyed this show. Thank you, Mustache Pete. I appreciate that. Wow. All right. I guess it was a good chat. That's pretty awesome. No, you don't. Ralphie, you sound great. You do not. You sound perfect, Ralph. That's Ralph Mucci, guys. Hold on. I'm going to pause this for a minute. If you guys hear the music at the beginning of the show and the end of the show, the guy that's in the chat right now, Ralph Mucci, if you see him, that's his music. That's him. He does that music. So I'm going to continue the music, but I just wanted to let you guys know that the background music for this channel of mine is brought to us by Ralph Mucci. We're going to have Ralph Mucci on for a sit down. I got to see when. It's been a little crazy. Some of you know I have some personal issues going on right now with my mother, so I've been all over the place, but I'm going to continue the music and just wanted to let you guys know. That's our guy right there. He's great. I really appreciate you guys this morning. This was a nice chat. Wow. Thank you, Giuseppe. I'm humbled, man. I'm really humbled with these comments. Wow. Interesting. TT's my underboss, so she's dropping links. I want to start you guys off in a positive vibe. That's my goal. Life is cycles, man. It's just cycles through. Ay, ay, ay. What a tough song, but real. Oh, wow. Thank you, MRE Fertilizer. I appreciate that. Wow, you guys are incredible. Thank you. I really appreciate these comments. I'm very surprised. I don't know. I'm humbled. So as you see, he's going through life with the cycles, trying to keep it all together, but it's very, very difficult. Life is very difficult. Try to make it as best as you can. It's not an easy road, but we got to deal with it. So once again, I really appreciate all you guys coming in today. I got more comments than I expected. More people having coffee than I expected, and I don't know. The subs are jumping. It must be something here. Must be enjoyable based on your comments and the subs that are growing. So I do appreciate you guys. Tommy Stigs checking out. I will decide on a topic for tomorrow, but I'm really humble today, guys. I really, really appreciate all of you. Have a blessed day, everybody. Tommy Stigs checking out.